Have you ever let someone's words ruin your entire day, or found yourself replaying an interaction over and over, wishing you could let it go? It's frustrating, isn't it? It's as if you've handed over the keys to your peace of mind and allowed someone else to drive your emotions. But what if you didn't have to anymore? What if you could take back control and stop letting other people's words and actions dictate how you feel? The truth is, life is full of situations and people that can challenge your emotional balance. But here's the good news. You don't have to be at their mercy. As Buddha taught, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. This means that no matter what happens around you, your inner peace is yours to protect and nurture. In this video, we're going to explore practical, life-changing strategies to help you stop letting others control your emotions. These steps, inspired by mindfulness and Buddha's timeless wisdom, will empower you to respond to challenges with grace and clarity. From understanding the root of others' actions to building emotional resilience, each step will bring you closer to a life where your peace of mind is unshakable. Why is this important? Because when you allow others to control your emotions, you give away your power. By reclaiming it, you not only protect your peace, but also create a foundation for happiness, confidence, and self-mastery. Let me ask you this. How often have you let someone's criticism, anger, or negativity affect you? And how did it feel afterward? Share your experience in the comments. I'd love to hear how this topic resonates with you, and if you're ready to regain control of your peace of mind, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Together, we'll explore mindfulness practices and wisdom that will help you lead a life of calm and balance, no matter what comes your way. Stay with me until the end, because the steps we're about to discuss aren't just ideas, they're practical tools you can start using today. Let's dive in and discover how to stop letting people's words and actions control your peace of mind forever. Step 1. Understand that others' actions are about them, not you. One of the most liberating realizations you can have is that other people's behavior often has nothing to do with you. Their words and actions are a reflection of their inner world, their thoughts, beliefs, and emotions, not your worth or value. By understanding this, you can begin to detach from taking things personally and regain control over your peace of mind. When someone is rude, critical, or dismissive, it's easy to feel hurt or defensive. But ask yourself, what might be going on in their life that's causing them to act this way? Perhaps they're under stress, carrying unresolved pain, or projecting their insecurities onto you. Buddha's teachings encourage us to look beyond the surface. He said, "When another person makes you suffer, it is because he suffers deeply within himself, and his suffering is spilling over." This doesn't mean you should excuse harmful behavior or tolerate disrespect. It means recognizing that their actions are about their struggles, not your worth. By shifting your perspective, you free yourself from the emotional weight of their negativity. Here's how to practice this. 1. Pause and reflect. When someone's behavior triggers you, take a moment to pause. Instead of reacting, ask yourself, is this really about me, or is it about them? 2. Cultivate curiosity, not judgment. Try to understand the possible reasons behind their behavior. For example, if a coworker snaps at you, they may be dealing with personal stress that has nothing to do with you. 3. Affirm your self-worth. Remind yourself that your value doesn't depend on others' opinions or actions. A simple mantra like, "I am enough," can help ground you in your truth. Practicing this step doesn't just protect your peace, it also fosters compassion. When you understand that others' actions stem from their inner struggles, you're less likely to react with anger and more likely to respond with empathy. This aligns with the Buddhist practice of metta, loving kindness, which encourages us to wish others well, even in challenging interactions. Start small. The next time someone's words or actions upset you, take a step back and remind yourself, this is about them, not me. Over time, this shift in perspective will help you stay grounded and reclaim your emotional balance, no matter what others do or say. Step 2. Practice emotional detachment. Emotional detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you learn to observe your emotions without letting them control you. When you practice emotional detachment, you create a healthy distance between yourself and the negativity around you. This allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively, protecting your peace of mind from being hijacked by others' words or actions. Think of emotional detachment as a buffer for your mind and heart. Instead of immediately absorbing someone's anger, criticism, or negativity, you create a moment of space where you can observe what's happening without becoming emotionally entangled. Buddha's teachings on mindfulness emphasize this practice, urging us to observe thoughts and emotions without attachment. He said, "You will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger." This wisdom reminds us that our reaction to emotions is what causes suffering, not the emotions themselves. Here's how to practice emotional detachment. 1. Observe, don't absorb. When someone's behavior triggers you, imagine their negativity as a cloud passing by. You can see it, but you don't have to hold on to it. Acknowledge their actions without internalizing them. 2. Focus on your breath. Use your breath to ground yourself in the present moment. When you feel emotions rising, take slow, deep breaths. This simple act helps you stay calm and centered, giving you time to choose how to respond. 3. Set a mental boundary. Visualize a protective barrier around your mind, like a shield. Remind yourself that their words and actions can only affect you if you allow them to cross that boundary. 4. Label your emotions. If you feel hurt, angry, or frustrated, name the emotions silently. For example, this is anger, or this is frustration. By labeling the feeling, you create a sense of distance and take away its power to overwhelm you. This practice aligns with the Buddhist principle of non-attachment, which teaches that clinging to emotions, thoughts, or outcomes leads to suffering. By detaching from the emotional charge of a situation, you gain clarity and control, allowing you to act in a way that aligns with your values. Emotional detachment doesn't mean you suppress or ignore your feelings. Instead, it empowers you to observe them without letting them dictate your actions. Over time, this habit will help you approach difficult situations with a calm mind and a steady heart, preserving your inner peace even in the face of challenges. Start today by practicing this in a small interaction, and notice how it shifts your perspective. Step 3. Pause before reacting. One of the simplest yet most powerful practices to stop letting others control your peace of mind is to pause before reacting. When faced with challenging words or actions, the instinct to react impulsively is natural. However, this often leads to regret, escalating conflict, or giving away your emotional power. By pausing, you create a space to choose your response intentionally, maintaining your calm and control. Buddha's teachings on mindfulness emphasize the importance of non-reactivity. He taught, with mindfulness, we can stop reacting and start responding with wisdom. The pause is where this transformation begins. It allows you to observe the situation, process your emotions, and act thoughtfully rather than being swept away by anger, frustration, or hurt. Here's how to practice the pause. 1. Take a deep breath. When you feel triggered, resist the urge to respond immediately. Instead, take a slow, deep breath. Focus on the sensation of your breath entering and leaving your body. This simple act calms your nervous system and gives you time to think. 2. Acknowledge your emotions. Silently name what you're feeling. For example, I'm feeling frustrated or I'm feeling hurt. By acknowledging your emotions without judgment, you create a sense of separation between the feeling and your reaction. 3. Ask yourself questions. During the pause, reflect on questions like, "Oh, what is the best way to handle this situation? Oh, will reacting help or hurt the outcome? Oh, what do I want to achieve with my response?" 4. Choose a thoughtful response. After pausing, respond in a way that aligns with your values and priorities. For example, instead of snapping back at someone, you might calmly explain your perspective or choose to walk away from the situation. The pause doesn't have to be long. Even a few seconds can make a significant difference. With practice, this habit becomes second nature, helping you approach even the most triggering situations with clarity and composure. To integrate this into your daily life, start with small interactions. For example, when someone cuts you off in traffic or makes a rude comment, pause, breathe, and decide how to respond. Over time, this practice will become your default reaction, helping you preserve your peace of mind in even the most challenging moments. Remember, the pause is not inaction. It's a deliberate choice to respond with wisdom rather than react impulsively. By practicing this habit, you regain control over your emotions and protect your inner peace, no matter what others say or do. Step 4. Build your inner strength through mindfulness. Inner strength is the foundation of maintaining your peace of mind, no matter what others say or do. By practicing mindfulness, you develop the ability to observe your thoughts and emotions without letting them take over. Mindfulness creates a mental buffer that protects you from being overly influenced by external negativity, allowing you to respond with calmness and clarity. Buddha often emphasized the power of mindfulness, saying, "Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace." Mindfulness is about staying present and aware, even when faced with challenges. It's not about suppressing emotions, but about acknowledging them without letting them control you. Here's how to build inner strength through mindfulness. 1. Practice daily. Mindful breathing. Spend a few minutes each day focusing on your breath. Sit in a quiet space, close your eyes, and observe the rhythm of your breathing. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. This practice trains you to remain present and centered, even during stressful situations. 2. Observe without judgment. Throughout the day, notice your thoughts and emotions as they arise. If someone's words upset you, instead of reacting, observe your feelings. Think, "I'm feeling upset," and let the emotion pass, just like a cloud drifting in the sky. 3. Ground yourself in the present moment. When you feel overwhelmed, use your senses to anchor yourself in the now. Focus on what you see, hear, or feel around you. This simple exercise pulls you out of reactive thoughts and grounds you in reality. 4. Create a mindful routine. Incorporate mindfulness into everyday activities like eating, walking, or even doing chores. Pay full attention to the task at hand, noticing each movement and sensation. This habit strengthens your ability to stay present, reducing the impact of external stresses. Mindfulness isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about cultivating the inner strength to face them with grace. By practicing mindfulness regularly, you'll notice a shift in how you perceive and respond to situations. Instead of being swept away by emotions, you'll feel more grounded, resilient, and in control. This step aligns with Buddha's teaching that peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Building inner strength through mindfulness empowers you to create a sanctuary of calm within yourself, no matter what is happening around you. Start today with a small mindful moment. Pause, breathe, and focus on the present. Over time, this habit will transform the way you navigate life's challenges, giving you the strength to maintain your peace of mind regardless of external circumstances. Step 5. Let go of the need for approval. One of the biggest barriers to maintaining your peace of mind is seeking approval from others. When you constantly rely on others to validate your worth, you give them control over your emotions. Letting go of the need for approval is a transformative step that empowers you to live authentically and protect your inner peace. Buddha's teachings emphasize the importance of self-reliance and inner contentment. He said, "You cannot find peace by avoiding life." Seeking approval often stems from fear of rejection, criticism, or not being enough. But true peace comes from embracing your own values, regardless of how others perceive you. Here's how to let go of the need for approval. 1. Acknowledge your inherent worth. Remind yourself that your value doesn't depend on others' opinions. Repeat affirmations like, "I am worthy just as I am," or "I don't need others' approval to feel good about myself." This builds self-confidence and reduces the emotional weight of external validation. 2. Focus on your values. Instead of seeking approval, focus on living in alignment with your core values. Ask yourself, does this action reflect who I want to be? When your actions align with your principles, you'll feel a sense of fulfillment that no external approval can provide. 3. Recognize the impermanence of opinions. People's opinions are often fleeting and subjective, influenced by their own moods, biases, and circumstances. Buddha taught the principle of impermanence, reminding us that everything, including others' judgments, is temporary. Recognizing this helps you detach from the need to please everyone. Practice saying no. If you often seek approval, you might find it hard to say no to requests or demands. Start practicing by setting small boundaries. For example, decline a task you don't have time for, or politely refuse to engage in a conversation that feels draining. Each no strengthens your sense of self and reinforces your control over your emotions. 5. Reflect on past experiences. Think of times when you sought approval and received it. Did it bring lasting happiness, or was it fleeting? Reflect on how much more fulfilling it is to act from a place of authenticity rather than chasing external validation. Letting go of approval doesn't mean you stop caring about others. It means you stop allowing their opinions to dictate your self-worth. This practice aligns with the Buddhist teaching of non-attachment, freeing you from the constant pursuit of external validation and anchoring you in your own sense of purpose. Start small. The next time you're tempted to seek approval, pause and ask yourself, am I acting to align with my values or to gain someone else's validation? Over time, this habit will strengthen your confidence and allow you to reclaim your peace of mind, no matter how others perceive you. Step 6. Focus on what you can control. A key to maintaining your peace of mind is learning to focus on what you can control and letting go of what you can't. When you fixate on things outside your control, like other people's actions or unpredictable circumstances, you create unnecessary stress and frustration. Shifting your attention to your own thoughts, actions, and responses empowers you to stay calm and composed, no matter what happens. Buddha's teachings emphasize self-mastery as the path to inner peace. He said, "It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles." This wisdom reminds us that true power lies in mastering our own minds, rather than trying to control external forces. Here's how to focus on what you can control. 1. Identify your sphere of influence. When faced with a challenging situation, Pause and ask yourself, oh, what can I change or influence in this moment? Oh, what is completely beyond my control? Focus your energy on the former and release the latter. Second, shift your perspective. Instead of worrying about others' behavior or outcomes you can't predict, redirect your thoughts to actions you can take. For example, if a co-worker is uncooperative, you can't control their attitude, but you can adjust your approach or communicate your needs clearly. 3. Practice acceptance. Accepting what you cannot change is not about giving up. It's about freeing yourself from unnecessary resistance. As Buddha taught, the root of suffering is attachment. Letting go of attachment to control over external events brings relief and clarity. 4. Focus on your responses. While you can't control what happens to you, you can control how you respond. Practice choosing responses that align with your values rather than reacting impulsively. For example, instead of snapping back at criticism, pause and respond calmly. 5. Develop a grounding ritual. Whenever you feel overwhelmed by things outside your control, engage in a grounding activity like deep breathing, journaling, or a short walk. These practices help you center yourself and refocus your attention on what you can influence. Focusing on what you can control doesn't mean ignoring the challenges of life. It means approaching them with wisdom and clarity. This practice aligns with mindfulness, encouraging you to stay present and intentional in your actions rather than wasting energy on what's beyond your reach. Start practicing this habit today. When you feel yourself spiraling into frustration over something outside your control, pause and redirect your focus to what you can influence. Over time, this shift will bring you greater emotional resilience and peace of mind, helping you navigate life's challenges with strength and grace. Step 7. Develop empathy toward others. Empathy is a powerful tool for reclaiming your peace of mind. When you choose to understand rather than judge others, their words and actions lose much of their emotional charge. By developing empathy, you can approach situations with kindness and clarity, reducing your own reactivity and cultivating a sense of inner calm. Buddha emphasized compassion as a cornerstone of peace. He taught, "Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule." Empathy allows you to see beyond the surface of someone's behavior, recognizing that their actions often stem from their own struggles, insecurities, or pain. This shift in perspective helps you respond with understanding instead of anger or frustration. Here's how to develop empathy toward others. 1. Pause and consider their perspective. When someone's behavior upsets you, take a moment to reflect on what might be driving their actions. Ask yourself, oh, what might they be feeling or experiencing? Oh, what challenges or fears could be influencing their behavior? For example, if a colleague snaps at you, they may be under stress from deadlines or personal issues. 2. Detach from personalization. Remember that others' actions are often about them, not you. Instead of taking their behavior personally, view it as a reflection of their inner state. This detachment reduces emotional reactivity and fosters understanding. 3. Practice loving kindness. Meditation. Loving kindness, or metta, is a Buddhist practice that cultivates empathy and goodwill. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and silently repeat phrases like, "Oh, may you be happy. Oh, may you be free from suffering." Direct these thoughts toward the person who upset you, as well as toward yourself. 4. Listen actively. When in conflict, take the time to truly listen to the other person without interrupting or planning your response. This simple act of presence can uncover underlying issues and open the door to mutual understanding. 5. Set boundaries with empathy. Empathy doesn't mean tolerating harmful behavior. You can acknowledge someone's struggles while still asserting your boundaries. For instance, you might say, "I understand you're upset, but I need to be spoken to respectfully." Developing empathy doesn't just benefit others, it also transforms your inner world. When you approach people with understanding, you free yourself from the weight of resentment and anger. This practice aligns with Buddha's teaching to cultivate compassion as a path to inner peace. Start small. The next time someone's words or actions upset you, pause and try to understand their perspective. Over time, empathy will become your natural response, helping you navigate conflicts with grace and maintain your peace of mind, no matter the circumstances. Step 8. Set healthy boundaries. Setting boundaries is one of the most effective ways to protect your peace of mind. Without clear boundaries, you can easily feel overwhelmed, drained, or even controlled by others' words and actions. Healthy boundaries empower you to maintain emotional balance while fostering respectful and harmonious relationships. Buddha's teachings emphasize the importance of practicing right action, acting in ways that promote harmony and reduce suffering. Setting boundaries aligns with this principle, as it helps you create an environment where your mental and emotional well-being can thrive. Here's how to set healthy boundaries. 1. Define your limits. Take time to reflect on what behaviors or situations consistently make you feel uncomfortable, stressed, or resentful. For example, do you feel overwhelmed by constant demands on your time? Do you feel drained by negativity or criticism? Understanding your limits is the first step to setting boundaries. 2. Communicate assertively. Express your boundaries clearly and respectfully. Use I statements to take ownership of your needs. For example, I need some quiet time to recharge after work. I'm not comfortable discussing this topic right now. Assertive communication ensures your message is heard without being confrontational. 3. Reinforce your boundaries. If someone pushes against your boundaries, calmly restate them. Consistency is key to helping others understand and respect your limits. For example, if a colleague interrupts your focus time, politely remind them, "I'll be happy to help after I finish this task." 4. Respect others' boundaries. Just as you want your boundaries respected, be mindful of others' limits. This mutual respect fosters healthier and more balanced relationships. Let go of guilt. It's common to feel guilty when setting boundaries, especially if you're used to putting others' needs before your own. Remind yourself that boundaries are not selfish. They are a form of self-care that benefits both you and those around you. Setting boundaries doesn't mean cutting people off or avoiding difficult situations. It means creating a safe space where you can interact with others while preserving your inner peace. This practice aligns with Buddha's teaching to approach life with mindfulness and intentionality, protecting your well-being while cultivating harmony. Start practicing today. Choose one small boundary to set in a specific area of your life, whether it's protecting your time, emotional energy, or physical space. As you grow more comfortable asserting your limits, you'll find it easier to maintain your peace of mind, no matter what others say or do. Boundaries are not walls. They are bridges to healthier relationships and a calmer, more centered you. Step 9. Use a calming mantra. A calming mantra is a simple but powerful tool for regaining control over your emotions and protecting your peace of mind. When you repeat a mantra during stressful situations, it helps anchor your thoughts and emotions, redirecting your focus away from external negativity and back to your inner calm. This habit is rooted in mindfulness and is a practical way to neutralize the impact of others' words and actions. Buddha emphasized the transformative power of words and thoughts, teaching, "What you think, you become." A calming mantra allows you to intentionally guide your thoughts toward peace and positivity, even in challenging moments. Here's how to use a calming mantra. 1. Choose a mantra that resonates with you. Your mantra can be a simple phrase that inspires calmness and resilience. Examples include, "Oh, I choose peace." "Oh, this moment will pass." "Oh, I am grounded and calm." "Oh, breathe in calm, breathe out tension." Select a mantra that feels meaningful and comforting to you. 2. Practice during calm moments. Start using your mantra during moments of calm to make it a habit. Repeat it silently or aloud while you breathe deeply. This reinforces the association between the mantra and a sense of peace. 3. Use it in stressful situations. When someone's words or actions trigger you, pause and silently repeat your mantra while taking slow breaths. Let the rhythm of the words and your breath guide you away from reactivity and back to your center. 4. Pair it with visualization. Enhance the calming effect by visualizing a peaceful scene as you repeat your mantra. For example, imagine yourself sitting by a serene lake or walking in a quiet forest. This helps deepen your sense of calm. 5. Make it a daily ritual. Dedicate a few minutes each day to repeating your mantra as part of your mindfulness or meditation practice. This strengthens your ability to access its calming effects during challenging moments. Using a calming mantra aligns with the Buddhist practice of right thought, cultivating positive and constructive mental patterns. It empowers you to reclaim control over your emotions, even in the face of negativity, by focusing on what you can create within yourself. Start today. Choose a mantra that speaks to you and practice repeating it throughout the day. The next time you face a difficult situation, let your mantra become your anchor, helping you stay grounded and resilient. This small practice can have a profound impact, allowing you to maintain your peace of mind no matter what life throws your way. Step 10. Reflect on and release negative experiences. Holding on to negative experiences, be it someone's harsh words, a conflict, or a perceived failure, can weigh heavily on your peace of mind. Reflecting on and then releasing these experiences is a powerful way to reclaim your emotional balance and move forward with clarity and calmness. This practice allows you to learn from challenges while letting go of the emotional baggage that no longer serves you. Buddha's teachings emphasize the importance of letting go to achieve inner peace. He said, "You only lose what you cling to." Clinging to past negativity keeps you trapped in a cycle of hurt and resentment. By reflecting mindfully and releasing the pain, you create space for growth, forgiveness, and renewal. Here's how to reflect on and release negative experiences. 1. Set aside quiet time. Choose a time when you can be alone and undisturbed. Sit in a comfortable position, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. 2. Acknowledge the experience. Bring the negative experience to mind without judgment. Reflect on what happened, how it made you feel, and why it affected you so deeply. This is not about reliving the pain, but about observing it with awareness and detachment. 3. Identify the lessons. Ask yourself, "Oh, what can I learn from this experience? Oh, how can it help me grow?" Extracting lessons from negative experiences turns them into opportunities for personal development. Practice visualization for release. Imagine the negative experience as a balloon filled with heavy air. Visualize yourself releasing the balloon into the sky, watching it grow smaller and smaller until it disappears. This symbolic act helps you let go emotionally and mentally. 5. Express gratitude for the experience. While it might seem counterintuitive, expressing gratitude for the lessons learned can help shift your perspective. Say silently or aloud, "Thank you for the lessons. I let go of the pain and move forward with peace. 6. Incorporate a letting go ritual. Writing can be a powerful tool for release. Write down your thoughts and feelings about the experience, then tear up or burn the paper as a symbolic act of letting go. 7. Anchor in the present. Once you've released the negativity, bring your attention back to the present moment. Focus on your breath or your surroundings, reminding yourself that the past no longer holds power over you. Reflecting and releasing is not about ignoring or suppressing pain. It's about acknowledging it, learning from it, and consciously choosing to let it go. This practice aligns with mindfulness and the Buddhist teaching of impermanence, reminding you that nothing, not even pain, is permanent. Make this a habit. Spend a few minutes each week reflecting on any negative experiences and releasing them using these steps. Over time, you'll find yourself feeling lighter, more grounded, and more in control of your emotions. Let go of what no longer serves you and embrace the peace that comes with moving forward. Conclusion and call to action. Your peace of mind is your sanctuary, and no one should have the power to take that away from you. By practicing the steps we've explored, understanding that others' actions are about them, developing empathy, setting boundaries, and learning to reflect and release, you can reclaim control over your emotions and live a life rooted in calmness and clarity. These practices are not just strategies, they are pathways to lasting inner peace. Buddha's teachings remind us that peace comes from within. He said, "No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path." The steps you take today to stop letting others control your emotions will not only protect your peace of mind, but also empower you to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and strength. As you move forward, remember that transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's the consistent practice of these small steps that leads to profound changes. Let each interaction, each moment of mindfulness, and each decision to let go of negativity bring you closer to the life you deserve, a life of balance, self-mastery, and unshakable peace. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these steps resonated most with you? Are there specific situations where you've struggled to maintain your peace of mind? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to support you on this journey. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need a little extra guidance in protecting their inner peace. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more practical tools, wisdom, and insights to help you live a life of mindfulness and positivity. Thank you for being part of this journey. Remember, your peace is your power, and with mindfulness and intention, you can keep it intact forever. Until next time, take care, stay grounded, and keep growing. The path to inner peace is already within you.